Hello dear students, how are you? I hope you all are safe at home. Students, today I will teach you lesson 5 of history. The name of the lesson is Medieval Architecture, a Symbol of Power. What is medieval architecture? The monuments, the tombs, the palaces, religious buildings like temples, mosques, right? These all are architecture. And in this chapter we will study about medieval architecture, right students? So first of all, introduction. With the fall of Gupta Empire, the architectural style met with diverse changes. Not only did the styles of architecture differ, the materials, the location of the monuments and craftspeople involved were markedly different from that of the ancient India. Rulers of medieval India built a variety of structure. Some are religious and some are secular. What are religious? Temples from north to south and mosques are religious. Forts, tombs, gardens, palaces, tanks and wells were secular structures. The architecture of this period were intermingling, means mixing of Western and Central Asian styles. First of all, Nagara style. What is Nagara style? Nagara or northern style, where it was made by the kings in northern India, right? Nagara or northern style of temple architecture developed in the 5th century. It is characterized by the following features. What were the features? The temples of this style have an open porch called as mandapa. These behave like structure called as shikara. Beautiful temples, especially dedicated to Lord Shiva or Vishnu. It were built during this time, right? Some of the Nagara style temples were built by Chandelas, Rajputs in Khajuraho, and the Solankis built the Dilwara temples, and other temples are Sun temples, Konark, Jagannath temples and the Lingaraj temple are some of them. Now about Dravid style temple. What are Dravid style temples? Dravid means south. Dravidian styles are found in South India. The characteristics features is the pyramid shaped tower. Pyramid you know, है ना? Broad from the floor and like cone shaped, है ना? Pyramid shaped. Tower built in various stories, narrowing one over the other, called as Vimana, and Shikara at the top. In front of the center is the hall called as Mandapa. The ornamental gateways to the temples are called Gopurams. Who made this? Cholas and Pallavas of South India were great patrons of art and architecture. They built temples in Tanjore and Kanchi. Pallavas are famous for rock-cut temples, while Cholas are famous for multi-storied pyramidical style. Nataraj statue in bronze are other notable contributions of the Chola. Now about Visara style. What is Visara style? Beside the Nagara and the Vayan style temples, the hybrid of these two styles is seen in the Deccan, which came to be known as Visara style. This style was started by Chalukyas of Badami and optimized by Hosalas of Karnataka. Now about architecture under Delhi Sultanate, right? The advent of Turks influenced various aspects of Indian culture. The influence of the Islamic architecture in North India shaped with the slave dynasty. The invasion of Turks resulted in the migration of the Turkish and Central Asian craftsmen to India. Sometimes of the architecture style of India reconstruct in building of some of the greatest monuments of India, and it was the intermingling. Okay, the features of Islamic architectures are, what were the features? Mosques. What they mean? Mosques, forts and monuments are important structures of Mughal empires, Mughal period. Okay, these structures have some common elements. What are these elements? Islamic calligraphy they use. Central, most of the every monument, one central fountain is there. And design, what kind of design is there? Geometrical design and use of stones. The red stone and yellow stone are the notable features of the Mughal architecture, which in the later period was replaced by the usage of marble and the Pitra Dura style of inlay decorations. Pitra Dura, what is Pitra Dura? Pitra Dura is designing by carving on marble and other stone, granite, quartz, etc. They fill color also in that, and they inlay semi stones also. Okay, now monuments under Mamluks. What are these monuments which are made under Mamluks? The Quatul Islam Mosque in Delhi, dedicated to famous Sufi saint Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki. Right? Adai Din Ka Jhopda in Ajmer, the Qutub Minar in Delhi are famous monuments of Sultanate period. Now, monuments under Tughlaq Sultans. What they made? The city of Siri, now a part of Delhi. The Alai Darwaza near Qutub Minar. The Dargah of Nizamuddin Aulia in Delhi were built by Khilji dynasty. Okay. Now, monument under Tughlaq Sultans. The Tughlaqabad Fort, Firoz Shah Kotla, Hauz Khas and several canals, dams, sarais, mosques and madrasas in and around Delhi were built by Tughlaqs. Now, monuments under Lodi Sultans. The famous Lodi Garden in Delhi houses the tombs of the Sayyid and Lodi rulers. Lodi sultans used blue tiles in their tombs. Now about regional architecture. What is regional architecture? The kingdom of UP, Bengal, Gujarat, MP and Deccan employed the techniques of Islamic architecture with the regional influence. Means with the influence of, with the effect of state, like Gujarati, है ना? Gujarati effect is also there and Islamic effect is also there. Examples are the Sharki rulers of Jaunpur are famous for the Atala Mosque. The ruler of Mandu built the famous Jami Masjid. Hindola and Jahaj Mahal. The ruler of Gujarat built the Jami Masjid and Bibi Achyut Kaki Mosque of Ahmedabad. The Sisodia of Mewar built the Kirtistam at Chittor. Right. And next monument was built by Sisodias. Kirtistam only, and the Rathors built Jodhpur and the famous fort, the Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur, the Jama Masjid at Gulbarg and many madrasas are there. Right. Now Mughal architecture. In this we will read about Akbar and Jahangir and a case study of Shah Jahan. Akbar. The monuments of Akbar, unlike his procedures, are found in and around Agra rather than in Delhi. And the first great monument was the mausoleum of Humayun, built during the reign of Akbar. The Mughal architecture reflects the combination traditions of Central Asia, Persia and India. These examples are the city of Fatehpur Sikri, built in 1571, made extensive use of low arches and bulbous domes. This was the first well-planned city of the Mughals. The Buland Darwaza at Fatehpur Sikri was built by Akbar to commemorate the victory over Gujarat. The city consisted of religious buildings like mosques, private palaces and pools and public buildings, Diwane Khas and Diwane Aam. Okay, now about Jahangir. Jahangir, the Mughal garden. Jahangir is famous for his gardens. The Mughal garden in Kashmir were commissioned by Jahangir and his sons. He also started the use of Pitra Dura during Jahangir's reign. His queen Noor Jahan built the tomb of Itmad-ul-Dawla. Right. Now about Aurangzeb. Regional architecture developed on a large scale during Aurangzeb's rule because he was not a patron of art and architecture. Because of his policy, many artists migrate to another regional kingdoms. only two mosques, the Moti Masjid within the Red Fort in Delhi and the Badshahi Mosque at Lahore. And he also built one tomb for his queen called Bibi Ka Maqbara in Aurangabad. Now a case study about Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, during the reign of Shah Jahan, Mughal architecture reached on its zenith. It was called the golden age of Mughal architecture. Right. Major features of Mughal architecture was a unique blend of Indian, Central Asian and Persian styles. Extensive use of marble. He used so much marble. है ना? Preferences for bulbous bulb-shaped domes and curved line instead of rectangular shapes. Elaborate ornamentation through the technique of Petra Dura. Petra Dura, I already told you. Okay. Now, architectural achievements. What he made? He founded the city of Shahjahanabad in present-day Old Delhi in 1638. He shifted his capital here from Agra. He built a red fort in Shahjahanabad. One red fort in Delhi and one in Shahjahanabad. He had administrative buildings, a palace, a garrison. Garrison means where his army lived. And an arsenal. Arsenal means the place where he keep all his arms. Okay. It is made of red sandstone and was completed in 1648. The most beautiful building within the fort are the Diwan-e Khas. Diwan-e Khas means where he met with his rich guest. Okay. And the Rang Mahal. Rang Mahal means a palace where he do entertainment. The famous peacock throne means his throne, Rajgaddi, uski, where he was sitting. That is which type? Peacock shaped. Okay. Studded with gold and precious gems were installed here. The Jama Masjid was also built within Shahjahanabad. The Taj Mahal is Shah Jahan's greatest architectural achievement. Okay. It is mausoleum built in the memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, situated in garden. The Taj Mahal includes Petra Dura and marble screens. The garden is there is which style? Char Bagh style. Okay. It took 20 years to complete. Its chief architecture was Ustad Ahmad Lahori. It is an excellent example of a perfectly symmetrical buildings. Next is he also built the Moti Masjid in Agra. He was a notable patron of gardens. He laid out gardens in Srinagar and Lahore. Now about architecture as power means these rulers, they feel the architecture like a symbol of power. The architecture shows the reflection and the position of a ruler. Monuments were constructed to commemorate the victory of a ruler. They built temples, mosques, show their devotion to God. Kings also built the canal, tanks, wells, roads and and gardens, etc. to ensure the welfare of the people. Okay, they also earn the trust of the people, and in many cases grand structures were built in the hope of that the memory of greatness of those rulers would remain in the hearts of the later generations. Okay, students, this chapter is over. You will have to do map also in this lesson. Worksheet is revision worksheet also there. Honestly, you will do. Okay, and question answer solutions are also there. You will learn that. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.